Hello students, in today's class we will be discussing the topics telephone banking, mobile banking, EFT, that is electronic fund transfer. Let us first discuss about telephone banking. The concept of telephone banking has been around for several decades. It is the service provided by a bank or other financial institutions which enables customers to perform over the telephone a range of financial transactions which do not involve cash or financial instruments without the need to visit a bank or ATM. Initially, telephone banking required manual intervention by a bank employee. Customer would call into the bank, answer questions to verify their identities to the service representatives, and perform the required transactions. Today, telephone banking involves direct interaction of a customer with the bank using 24/7 automated phone answering system. Security to the system is provided by authentication mechanisms such as passwords or personal identification number. As it is 24/7, the bank customer could call any time of the day or night and check the status of their accounts. Telephone banking can be configured in different ways. One way is voice recognition feature can be used for authentication before access to the customer accounts is granted. Other systems can use the login credentials such as the usernames and passwords that must be entered using telephone keypad. Once the customer enters the correct data, the automated system makes it possible to perform wide range of functions such as balances can be checked, latest transactions can be viewed. Customer can also transfer funds between accounts using telephone banking, make loan payments, or request information on other services the bank offers. The diagram shows the process of telephone banking. Here the customer dials the bank telephone number which is dedicated to the telephone banking service. The banking system verifies the authenticity of the customer by asking customer to enter relevant authentication details. Customer selects the mode of interaction. After this, the customer can select the required service or the transaction from the options given by the banking system. So the various transactions which can be performed through telephone banking once the access is given are balance inquiry, issue of statements, access credit card details, request to stop payment of checks, and so on. Today we have other methods also for performing banking transactions online such as internet banking, mobile banking. Even then, most of the banking institutions continue to offer telephone banking services to their customers. The service remains popular with the customers who may not carry handheld devices that are internet ready or who are uncomfortable with using the other online banking methods for some reason. Now let us discuss about mobile banking. It is electronic banking system which enables customers to perform financial and non-financial transactions via mobile phones. Mobile banking requires registering of the customer's mobile phone number with the concerned bank. Most of the banks have launched their mobile banking applications which can be used by the customer to access banking services. These applications provide a user-friendly interface showing various service options which are available with the bank, such as check balance, transfer of funds, scheduling the payments, for example for salary payments, for bill payments, generating statements. The customer can select the required options and perform necessary transaction. Advantages of mobile banking. Mobile banking service is offered anywhere and at any time. Customer can initiate transactions without the need of banking personnel. It saves lot of time and also paper. It offers ready notifications and updates about the accounts and other information through mobile banking. Next topic for today is electronic fund transfer. EFT refers to the computer-based systems used to perform financial transactions electronically, that is with the help of computers, laptops, mobiles with internet connection. The transactions involve credit and debit advices between different branches of bank. The EDI, that is electronic data interchange, used for financial transaction is referred as electronic fund transfer. It is the method of moving funds from one organization to another organization, which includes all kinds of transactions like deposits, withdrawals, sale, refund, payment, and so on. The term EFT can be used for various concepts such as the card holder initiated transactions, where a card holder makes use of various payment cards such as debit cards, credit cards, transacted at ATMs or point of sales. Electronic payments by business, including salary payments, electronic check clearing. All these types of transactions are referred as electronic fund transfer. The slide shows various entities involved in electronic fund transfer. A payer is an entity who makes a payment, that is buyer or customer. A payee is an entity who receives the payment, that is seller or merchant. Issuer is responsible for validating the payer during account registration, and it holds the payer's account and assets. The acquirer holds the payee's account and assets. The payee deposits the payments received during a transaction with the acquirer. The acquirer and the issuer then proceed to perform an interbanking transaction for clearance of funds. The issuer and the acquirer can be from the same financial institution or they belong to different financial institutions. So this entire process of transferring funds electronically is also referred as electronic payment system. It is electronically making money payment to an account. It is a typical clearing and settlement process between customer, performer and the customer's bank through electronic process. Electronic payment system uses computers, value-added networks and relevant software to transfer money and also the commercial documents by digitizing and authorizing for making payments and receipts. EFT has various advantages such as 24/7 availability, that is, the funds can be transferred anytime, instantly the payments can be done. The customer can deposit the money in any branch or withdraw the amount from any branch of the bank located at different places. Heavy cash handling and transportation is avoided, which minimizes the risk of carrying the cash from one place to another. It is quick and secure process. Urgent and critical tasks can be timely handled as EFT offers quick and in-time service. Various methods used for electronic fund transfer are NEFT, that is National Electronic Fund Transfer, RTGS, Real-Time Gross Settlement, IMPS, that is Immediate Payment System. NEFT, that is National Electronic Fund Transfer, is the most commonly used online payment option which is used to transfer money from one bank account to another bank account. Usually, salary transfers by companies are done using NEFT. In this method, the funds are transferred on a deferred settlement basis, that is, the money is transferred in batches. There is no maximum limit, but it can depend from one bank to another bank. RTGS, this is also used to transfer money from one bank account to another, but the difference between the NEFT and RTGS is that in RTGS the money is transferred on a real-time basis. That means funds are transferred immediately once the transaction is initiated and not after a certain duration, as in the case NEFT. Immediate payment system is another payment method which is used to transfer funds in real time. IMPS is used to transfer funds instantly within banks across India via mobile, internet and ATM. It is not only safe but also economical. It does not require details like account number, IFSC code, etc. Funds can be transferred via IMPS just with the mobile number of the beneficiary. The slide shows various factors which can be used to decide which method to use for transferring the amount. Minimum transfer value in case of NEFT and IMPS, the minimum value is ₹1, whereas in RTGS the minimum transfer amount is 2 lakhs. So RTGS is suitable only for those transactions where the amount to be transferred is more than 2 lakhs. If the amount is less, then either NEFT or IMPS can be used. NEFT and RTGS can be used in both the modes, that is online and offline. Online by using internet banking, mobile banking and other mobile applications used for payments. Offline indicates here an individual who does not have account in the bank can also perform NEFT and RTGS transactions to transfer the money to the beneficiary. In that case, the individual can deposit the cash in the bank, which are NEFT and RTGS enabled, provide the details of beneficiary, that is beneficiary beneficiary's name, account number, and IFSC code of the beneficiary's bank. After providing these details, the individual can transfer the money to the beneficiary. Whereas in case of IMPS, it works only on the online mode. In case of NEFT RTGS, there is no maximum limit, but in case of IMPS, the maximum limit is 2 lakhs. This can differ from one bank to another bank in case of RTGS and NEFT. The maximum amount can be set by the bank. In case of NEFT transaction, settlement is done half-hourly basis. In case of RTGS and IMPS, once the transaction is initiated, the settlement process starts. Transaction charges. No transaction charge is applicable on NEFT and RTGS transfers that are initiated through digital modes of banking, that is internet banking or mobile banking apps. But in case of offline, if the transactions are initiated at the bank branch, the charges can be applied based on the amount to be transferred, and also it is based on the bank. These amounts differ from one bank to another bank. In case of IMPS, it is decided by the individual member bank. So based on these factors, the customer can decide which method to use for transferring funds electronically. Next topic is checks clearing. Check clearing is the process through which financial institutions exchange checks and other payment items that they have accepted. The check clearance is a procedure where a bank receives the check from payee, sends it to the paying bank, and receives equivalent reserve mentioned in the check and pays the amount to the payee. The modern check clearing system uses MICR, that is magnetic ink character recognition. It uses MICR device which reads the check numbers which are printed on the check with a special ink made up of iron oxides. It is an electronic clearing system that saves a lot of time and labor compared to manual check clearing system, because MICR devices operates at the speed of reading 2400 characters per second, but these devices are restricted on to typical font.